Hello everybody, Mr. Moo, here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here in the Call 359 sector. Why the hell am I out here? Well, had some ideas over on the Discord. Alicors, hello! Radiadaku, hello! Mad Biker Wolf, let's see here, who else is on? Marino Twine, Cazador. I think I've got everybody caught up now. Also, shoutouts to Augie SW, thank you so much for the follow. And Ash Best, what's up? Well, this is what's up. So you can't hear anything right now as the headset is being stupid. That's too bad. You need to tell your headset to be less stupid. What are we doing? We are kinda on a wild goose chase, maybe. You know, to quote the famous Dr. Jones, fortune and glory. That's what we're after. So, as I understand it, Commander Blackbeard had the idea that we all know about the Zurara. The Zurara is the ultra-deep space exploration vessel that was found out in the Formidine Rift, part of the Dynasty Project. The Dynasty Project was this idea where the major powers would go out and they would attempt to colonize worlds in 3 different sectors of the galaxy, the Formidine Rift, the Conflux, and Hawking's Gap. The plan succeeded, and then certain members of the crew were conditioned to make sure nobody got back, no witnesses. Lovely kind of arrangement. So Commander Blackbeard has the idea that the Zurara was found out in the Formidine Rift, but the 2 other ships weren't found. Or haven't been found yet. So, what we're doing, we're going back through the data logs here, and Blackbeard pointed out that one of the logs mentions the ship coming back from the Conflux Delta site. And I quote, 1,000 light years from the nearest inhabitable world. And they ran into a neutron star and burned up. Or, well, they said they were burning up. That could mean that life support was failing and the crew was overheating, but the ship could have survived. So, that's what we're doing. I've been cross-referencing with Spanch, the neutron plotting site, and also cross-referencing with EDDB to find the nearest quote-unquote inhabited system. Alicors, have you seen the games that are free with Prime? I have. Oh, hey, super hot. Neat. So, yeah, that's what we're up to today. And so, here we are, and this system is roughly... Let's see if I can pull up the numbers here. Let's see here. Call 359... All 359. Add it here. This is 1,018 light years away from the Quince system, which is fairly kind of close to the bubble. Well, I mean, pretty close to the edge. Ashbest, are we archaeologists today? Yes, we are. So Quince is kind of there on the edge of the bubble, and if this isn't it, we will move back a little ways, jump back a bit of a distance to say Swoywans, and see what that does. Swoywans sector. But in the meantime, we've got a few planets to explore here. And it's already popped up some degraded emissions. So we will go have a look at that. And you know what? It's Friday. It's a nice, relaxing Friday. A little bit of space archaeology. That's a good way to wind down the week. Hopefully everybody else had a good week. Hopefully everybody's got a good weekend planned. Ashbest, while you're doing that, I have a 1.1 thousand light-year journey to Merope. Well then. Evergreen Rogue, hello! How you doing? Ashbest, 48 jumps? Well, that doesn't sound fun at all. That gives you, what, a 25, 30 light-year drive? So, what have we got here? Deploy cargo scoop.
The cargo scoop ready.
And as always, I've got a Hank sitting next to me, well, sitting under my feet. A Yuki sitting in a beanbag next to me. And an Alex all around. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
Retract cargo scoop.
Retracting cargo scoop.
29 light year max. I was close. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
So here we are. Here is yon bubble. And...
Plot twist!
DF Huck, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Pull up a seat by the crazy. We're space archaeologists today. Radiadaku, what's your jump range? Mine is... And this is with a double-sized tank. Oh, between 63 and 70.31 light years. Right, I supercharged this thing. Alicors, hello. Hello. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Also, hopefully Alex and the rest of the, you can hear the sounds. Okay, good. Hopefully the computer volume is, game volume is all good and everything, and, hearable without drowning me out and vice versa. Howdy, Hank. And also off to the side of the window, there should be, on the right side middle, my elite track should be up and running, and you'll be able to get all the survey data I'm getting. Leandra, I think I'd be extremely nervous looking for potentially derelict ships drifting in the middle of nowhere. I've watched Event Horizon far too many times. Well, fortunately, Event Horizon takes place in the 40K universe, and we're in the Eliteverse, so, Really, Event Horizon is what happens when you jump through the warp without your Geller field activated. Radiadaku, thank you so much for the follow. Enjoy your stay. Welcome to the crew. We're a friendly bunch, except for Sora when he gets his hands on a T-10, then he just gets mean. Don't ask why. Yeah, Orion. One gives mass hysteria, the other one boops you. So to be totally honest, I have no blessed idea what I'm supposed to be looking for here. So we're going to be trying a bunch of various ideas here, like heading back to the system primary and then aiming towards Reort. Is it because the T-10 is a space cow with guns? No, I think it's the armor that went to his head. He thinks he's flying a great big space battleship, and, it's... To be fair, it's, not an inaccurate description. Orion, what are you looking for? Well, we are looking for one of the other derelict spaceships. The Zurara was the megaship that went off to... the megaship that went off to the Formidine Rift. Commander Blackbeard believes that there may be two other ships from the Conflux and the Gap So we're back tracing a route from the conflux back to Riort, specifically the Delta site in the conflux, because there were audio logs from intercepted audio logs that said we are 1,000 light years out from the nearest inhabited world, and we've encountered a neutron star. And they got stuck there. Something burnt out, or the ship was sabotaged. So what we're looking for, I surmise, is a neutron star system, roughly 1,000 light years from the bubble, somewhere between Riort and the Delta site. So I did some checking. Alicors, need to go, food, children, etc. Be back soon? Alright, take care. Now, finding neutron stars out in deep space is like hunting for a needle in a stack of needles, but if you trace along the route, that helps narrow things down significantly. So right now, I'm just doing scans of the planets. And then we will head back towards the system primary and actually, you know, like, plot a course straight for Riort and see what that gives us. And then we'll just fly in supercruise for like 10,000 or 20,000 light seconds. That seems to be the, Actually, here's a question. The Zurara. Where is that relative to the other planet? Well, where is that relative to the system primary, if anybody knows off the top of their head? How far out? Is it orbiting any bodies, etc.? I could pull up the wiki, but I'm flying and talking at the same time. And that's almost as bad as texting and flying. Because, you know, next thing you know, you go into Google, you start searching around, you end up zooming past the planet at, you know, 5 times Mach, oh my god. Loop of shame, people laughing, derisive, you know, mockery. It's just not good. Likely what happened is the ship dropped into the star's exclusion zone, probably either got crushed by the gravity, flung out after being fried by radiation, or is still in orbit and gets fried by the star twice in orbit. Possibly fried by the star, assuming that it's in a polar orbit, otherwise it may be relatively safe. You know, relatively being a very, very relative term. Alright. So nothing quite here, so we're gonna head back towards the primary. I mean, Radia, like, you know, like we were discussing earlier, that's possible with or the most likely scenario with a frameshift drive, but who knows how the faraway drive worked? You know, was that tied into gravitational mass shadows like the FSD seems to be? Relatively safe if you count being completely uninhabitable being safe. Well, to be honest, we know the passengers and crew are pretty well dead. So I'm just hoping the hardware is safe. You know, it's like going to Pompeii. Spoiler alert, nobody made it out of there alive. The buildings are in relatively good shape, though. As I say again, relatively, you know, for Volcano Day. Mad Biker Wolf, do you have a detailed surface scanner? The wreckage might have crashed. I do have a detailed surface scanner. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Turlock 07. Hope you're having a good weekend. Alright, let's get pointed towards Reort and then just push the throttle forward for a little bit. System map.
System cartography.
The wreckage might have crashed, but there's only two moons here. Nothing else is landable. And I wasn't picking up anything interesting when I was doing the close scans. Now the Zeraro was still found in orbit. And that's after, you know, the reactors got crippled and everybody died. But no, we're flying out here in the Bifrost right now, and this... So this ship is pretty well equipped for exploration. So what we're going to do now is just... If you're going to have to pick a picking a direction at random is probably not going to work. So what I'm doing is just picking a direction heading towards Reort, because they said they were on the way back, and they departed from Reort. So logically, that means they're heading back to Reort. Ashbest, what exactly is a Tauri star? A T-Tauri, that's a protostar. It's still technically just a pile of burning hydrogen. It hasn't actually hit the fusion stage yet. It's still compressing down. It's still on its way to becoming a star. But it's close. Unfortunately, you can't scoop off. Radio Daku, what system are you in? I am in... let's see here. Call 359 sector UF-P D11-78. Charming name, I know. So we're 16,000 light seconds out from the primary. Still no contacts. Yeah, it's catchy. Really rolls off the tongue. Alright, 25,000 light seconds. No joy. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
So let's try an alternate system, one that is a little further out. I'm honestly just kind of spitballing ideas here. See, that's not the one I wanted to go for. I wanted to go for this. Okay, 212 light years away. We can one-jump that. So what we're doing is we are going coreward a little bit more, away from the bubble, and seeing if... Because I don't exactly know what approximately 1,000 light years from the nearest inhabited planet means. There's way too much if in there. Plus, the inhabited systems closest around here are currently from the Colonia project, and that didn't exist when the Dynasty project was in full swing. So let's just get the FSD back up to fight and trim here.
Module repaired.
There we go. Alright. Okay, everything is back up to good. Looks like I've already been here before, too. You know, I got a funny feeling. Let's get the drive supercharged just in case. There we go.
Activated.
And then... You know, I've just got a funny feeling about this one. iMage, X-arcing the game? What's going on? System map.
System cartography.
Okay, Surly Platypus has scanned this star. But there's no other planets in the system. It's approximately in the right distance. Oh, exoarchaeology, Exarch. Gotcha. Nice, I like it. I think an Exarch and I think a ruler. So no, there's only one landmark in this system. It is somewhat approximately at the right distance. And it's a long-ass ways off, which would usually discourage the, the casual pilot from finding it.
Kids these days and their crazy language, am I right?
Athador, thank you so much for the host. How'd the stream go? You know, if you're watching. How'd the stream go? How are the rescues going? iMage. Old RPG called Shatter Zone had a supplement calling Exarchs for astroarchaeologists. No, it's... I can see that. I see it. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Alright, Athador. So no, there's... I don't know, I just got a feeling there's something along... If there's gonna be something in this system, it's gonna be off in this direction. Howdy, Hank. Hank has currently, decided to wrap himself around my rudder pedals again, while at the same time has decided that my leg is insufficiently cat-like, and so he is trying to groom the back of my leg, and it's tickling like all get out. Radio, you know there's another possibility. Go on. What's the other possibility? Age. Shatter Zone is what the company did when with all their ideas when they lost the Star Wars license. Gotcha. So that'd be West End Games? I'm trying to think of all who had the Star Wars RPG licensing. Okay, good. Correct. Excellent. I've still got their second edition, the D6-based Star Wars game. What if they were able to escape the gravity field of the neutron star, but their drive was badly damaged and they had to rely on their main thrusters like generation ships? Yeah, that's why I was... I mean, the crew died, but the ship maybe kept on going. So that's why I was following the path back to Riort from the, from that other star. Maybe they just pointed towards Riort and hit the engines and then they all succumbed to neutron radiation. But no such luck in that system. And yeah, it makes me wonder about here, and I probably should have tried flying out towards Riort again from here, but too late now. Marino, maybe they called the fuel rats. Entirely possible. Well, no, they couldn't have. Nobody had... You see, when this ship disappeared, nobody had an FSD. The FSD hadn't been invented yet. Well, okay, I take that back. There were experiments. The Highliner Antares experiment, which, Whoop, we got a signal source. And it's gone. Because I went flying past it way too fast. I doubt we're going to be able to see it again, but, Ashbest, what are fuel rats? The fuel rats are a group of players that you can contact if you run out of fuel. Like they have, if you go to fuelrats.com, they have fuel, you don't. Any questions? But no, you contact them and they will come out and they will rescue you. I am probably never going to find that signal source again, so let's just keep on keeping on here. Also, usually those megaships don't show up in USS's. Wonder how long they'll take to get to Beagle Point? Well, Ashbest, I know that somebody made it to, one of the rock rats made it from... Oh, what do I want to say? If you look up the story of Commander Macedonica, M-A-C-E-D-O-N-I-C-A, that was a 40,000 light-year rescue from Colonia out towards the Abyss, out towards Beagle Point. And that happened in 12 hours, 20 hours, something like that. I mean, the guy just laid down an incredibly blistering pace. Now, he wasn't a fuel rat. He was a rock rat, which is a little different. They go out prospecting for systems that have, you know, valuable resources that you can use to create jumponium. But anyway, yeah, they will go anywhere, do anything. And hell, the best fuel rat rescue I saw was the Beagle Point rescue, what, a month, 2 months ago? Where they were in super cruise for 48 hours to find a commander who'd miscalculated her fuel calcs. Turlock, less than a day if I remember right. It was insane. Yeah, it was incredible. But no, the fuel rats actually pulled off a rescue at Beagle Point where they had to fly away from the star for something like, you know, 24, 48 hours in super cruise. And they pulled off a rescue of a commander. They did something like, it was some insane number. It was like 3 or 4 light years in super cruise. Alright, so we are closing in on 800 times the speed of light. Grez, why would someone fly that far out in the boonies? To get the record for furthest distance from Sol. iMage, it's an interesting way to play a game for sure. Oh yeah. Ashbest, these guys are insane. Yeah, they're insane, but, you know, that's the kind of insane that you are really glad is on your side. Space. Yep. And a whole lot of it. Space is really big. Douglas Adams put it best. Unfortunately, I don't have the quote memorized, but I am working on I'm working on the mighty Hankbot to work with Nightbot. Hankbot and Nightbot may end up having some fighting, but you know. Yes, Hankbot will be doing quotations as soon as I get Hankbot set up. Radia, they're the kind of people that come into a PvP fight in a Viper and kicks everyone in the face. Have you heard the quote about submarine combat? I love this quote. I can't remember who said it, but it is the idea that most submarines are, you know, when they do combat, they're like, you know, ninjas in a totally dark room, and they're trying to be as absolutely quiet as possible and silently slip a sword or a blade into the other guy's back. And then the Soviets developed the Alpha-class submarine. And the Alpha is the drunken sailor that kicks down the door, turns on all the lights, and bashes the other guy over the head with a chair, and then runs off while everybody else is wondering what the hell just happened. Alright, opening up my thermos here. Hydration. Hydration is good. Funny thing is, Blackbeard's the drunken sailor in this case. HS0003, heyo, radio host guy. Heyo, HS0003. Russian design philosophy to a T. Well, that's the interesting thing, because the Alpha was just about the only submarine that did that. everything else, they were trying to make them very, very, very quiet. But then, what was it, the Mark 48 ad cap came out, and then or the Mark 48, and then the Mark 48 got turned into the Advanced Capability Mark 48, which gives it the ad cap acronym. Acronym? I think so. Portmanteau? Not sure. And then you got the, let's see here, the Mark 48, Combined Broadband Advanced Sonar System. So that's the Mark 48 Seabass. The military and their names. It is absolutely adorable. But then the British came out with the Spearfish torpedo. And that sucker is nothing to laugh at, because that thing will do... I'm no expert, but if I remember right, I think something like 80 knots? That's a hell of a torpedo. I mean, given that it goes about twice as fast as the fastest submarine, in elite terms, that would be like a torpedo that was traveling at around 1,100 meters per second. So, you know, for comparison's sake. I really, really hope. HS, that's about as fast as they should travel. Yeah, thereabouts. I mean, well, I'm not sure. I mean, turn slower to compensate. Even 600 meters per second. I mean, the Spearfish is an extreme example. Mark 48 is right there at about the maximum speed of a submarine, give or take a few knots. So something like that. A torpedo, you know, a torpedo in elite that'll move like 500 meters per second. 550. I mean, something that in extreme cases, you know, on the outliers, you can outrun. Just. IMage. Supercavitation? Okay, the supercav torpedoes are... they're just a totally different class in themselves. For those that don't know, that's a torpedo that produces a air bubble, a cone of air bubbles around it. That can, the top speed on that is something like, what, 150, 200 knots or something? Because it's basically flying through an air bubble in the water. It is... it is actually somewhat similar in principle to a frameshift drive, except with water and air instead of space and time. And it's got, you know, rocket boosters. Yeah, many ships can get near 550 meters per second with the new dirty drives. I know that my Chieftain... on my main account here, that'll do 530. About to high cap 9 frag cannons. I went with double shot on mine, and ooh, they hit hard. They're mean. Yeah, we can only get rockets to work in the air. So let's turn water into air, and then rocket away. You know, I was just looking up some other interesting naval designs. The Dynamite ship. The USS Vesuvius. What an interesting name. Basically, the world's most lethal potato gun. It fired shells that contained gelatinous dynamite. And it, instead of using smokeless powder or black powder for a propellant, it used compressed air. So yes, the world's most lethal spud gun. Anything. Nothing. Damn it. Well, let's try this one just out of crazy curiosity. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
This one isn't so far away either. Turlock, now I have to wiki dive into naval weapons tech. Let me open 5 more tabs. Well, if you want funny, look up the USS William D. Porter. Cracked Magazine put it best. The ship was crewed by the cast of Police Academy. That was a cursed ship. Let me tell you. The 5 craziest stories of the Navy in World War II, and they were all executed by the same ship. System map.
System map.
Interesting. Alright, let's charge up the drive here.
Boost activated.
There. If we gotta get home in a hurry, we may as well use the supercharged drive. HS, in my book, high capacity is double shot, except slightly slower and with double the sustain. Fair enough. That is an equally valid point. Radia, personally, I'd go the OCD Let's try that again. Personally, I'd go the OCD way. Find every neutron star along the path. Goalie's 25 to 50,000 light seconds out away from it towards reort. That's not a bad idea. I'm going to try that on this one. I should have done it on the last one. Maybe we still will. I don't know. But I'm going to get these planets scanned too. Just out of wild curiosity. Athador, back now. Well, hello to you. How you doing? How'd the rescue stream go? Oh, you hadn't streamed this morning? Alright. I thought maybe you had, you know what, with the hosting and all. Been farming mats. Boring. Gotcha. Yeah. All kinds of fun. Yamix had a good point on that, this morning. Radio light seconds. I legit had no sleep in the past 24 hours trying to fix my sleeping schedule, so I'm not going to sleep at 10 a.m. and wake up at 12 in the morning. Yeah, I know how those go too. And no, I get you. I mean, the number of times that I mix up light years and light seconds when I'm describing something in system. I knew what you mean. Because going 50,000 light years out from the stars, that's going to make for a really boring stream. That, and I may have to call the fuel rats a few times. Box, I found the trick to farming high-grade emissions is to not stay in one place too long. Oh, you mean in the system, or just in that place in the system? That's when you find scoopable stars every so often. True, but not in the same instance. That's the big problem. I mean, you can't actually supercruise to another nearby star. Unfortunate. Hank, no. Hank, no. Sorry, Hank was trying to eat the rudder pedals now. Specifically the cables. So we're gonna have to kitty-proof the cables again. If you travel 50,000 light years out from the star, you get a free FARRAGUT. Cool, I can do that in the free Conda I got from from Alpha Centauri. Ashbest, can you not supercruise to a star 0.8 light years away? No, you can't. It will say that you're, getting further away from your other star, but you won't actually be able to reach the next one. You have to make a hyperspace jump, not just supercruise. Just limitations of the game engine. Because otherwise every single player and every single star, planet, whatever in the game would all be in the same instance. So you would actually have to load up everything before you could actually get into game. Yeah, which space is a loading screen that's really well designed. It's a way of breaking up the game so that, you don't have to load the entire galaxy. Only 400 billion star systems should have enough RAM for that. Yeah, dude, doesn't everybody have 12 terabytes of RAM these days? Come on, get with it. Would it be wrong of me to want to name a capital ship after one of the Reapers from Mass Effect? Nah. No, name it after one of the Reapers and see how well it gets on with the Thargoids. Either they'll take an instant dislike to each other, or they'll have something to talk about. Quantum RAM. It's soon, now, or always been here. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Ashbest, anyone seen the trailer for A Quiet Place? Looks like a sick horror film. I've seen the trailer. It's It's interesting. I'm looking forward to the Titan, actually. Leandra, that makes me wonder, if hyperspace is a loading screen, are Thargoids the up-to-date versions of those Space Invaders you get in the minigame during some Commodore 64 loading screen? Maybe. Let's see here. Rady, I'm curious, working on my own PC build, what GPU do you have? I have a NVIDIA GTX 1070. FTW edition. Let's not crash into the neutron star. That's bad. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Alright, let's head back towards Riort. And the best advice I can give is, if you're going to get a video card these days, order directly from the manufacturer. It is insane, ridiculous, and all kinds of other things that, you know, that Bitcoin miners have been doing to the price of GPUs. But if you go directly to the manufacturer, they still have them for MSRP. Now, the nice thing about my GPU is I was able to overclock it fairly significantly. Okay, how far from the star are we? 1700 light seconds. Sorry. iMage, did you see coin miners are buying up land next to power generating dams? Oh my. HS 0003. Got a 1080 Founders Edition that's somehow stable at 2 gigahertz. Well, that's not hard. I mean, I've got my 1070's stable up at, let's see the numbers. Yeah, I'm running 2 gigahertz. Given the degree of difficulty it now takes to, you know, to mine any kind of coin, any kind of digital currency, it is the law of diminishing returns is firmly in effect now. Founders Edition, so bad cooling and low maximum wattage. Seems legit. Let's see, how far are we? 12,000 light seconds. Just thought I'd throw that out there based on what Hank is currently hanking up to. Let's see here, 22 grand. Still nothing. And I don't even know if this, I don't even know if this plan is somewhat viable or if I'm even in the right spot. Just because I'm not finding anything doesn't mean there isn't anything there. It could just mean I'm running off a bad methodology here. Let's see here. iMage. No pip coins. No. Grez, since I don't run anything above 1080p, the 1060 suits my needs just fine. Makes sense. Radia. The reason I asked is because when I get all the parts ordered and put together, I'm going to switch from Xbox to PC. Hopefully I don't die from the grind to get back what I have. I believe if you contact Frontier, they will do a one-time only account transfer. Everything from Xbox to PC, or PC to PS4, or PS4 to Xbox, or whatever. I've heard if you talk to them, they can do a transfer. Mad Biker Wolf, it doesn't transfer over between automatically. You need to. It's because they are on totally different worlds. I think they just run a common database. Vox, I have 2 4K monitors now. Now I'm gonna need something more than this old R7 260X. Yes you are. And we are 70 grand away from the star, so I'm gonna call this one a bust. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
I'm not even sure what... Radia, please tell me you aren't trolling. That'd be amazing not to have to grind my butt off. I'm honestly sure I am not trolling. Check the forums, just ask around, I think. But no, I believe that you can ask the devs and they will do a one-time only transfer. I think a few people on the on the Alliance Discord server were saying that. Ashbest found binary stars very close together, getting popcorn and waiting for a supernova. Let me know how that goes. Unfortunately, I did have other plans, so we're gonna... I may come back out and revisit this idea, but I need to refine the methodology a bit. Maybe discuss it with Blackbeard. Really figure out, really go down over the plans, over the old ship logs. There's merit to this idea. I'm just not equipped for it at the moment. Vox, I think they only transfer your net worth in credits. Okay, so I could be wrong on that, just so you know. So yeah, grain of salt Radia, but I know there is some form of transfer allowed. Hell, if it is only credits, you're still, you've still got something there.
Boost activated.
So 1,400 light years away, and I've just closed off, what, 500 light years of that? How far? 18 jumps. Leandra, yeah, they don't transfer rank. Son of a... I'm so sorry, Radia. I was apparently partially mistaken there. Leandra, do they transfer ships? Any joy there? Let's see here. Orita, 1 second there. Let me, permit. There you go. Del Draco 07. Hope you're having a good day. It's Friday. It's a pretty good day. Alright, what do we got here? Ah, thank you. That is the FAQ, can I transfer my assets or commander between PC, Xbox One, and PS4? So, Radia, have a look at that link that Warataj has posted. Have a link at that look. Wait, no, that's not right. What are we doing today? Well, I was doing a little bit of exoarchaeology, trying to find possibly one of the missing ships from the one of the other missing ships from the Dynasty expedition, but realized that my methodology may be entirely flawed and it could be a wild goose chase until I get things narrowed down a little bit more. So now we're flying back to Narvert to... I'm not sure. Derp around with something dumb, I'm sure. Why? Why not? Ah, you have no idea what that is? Okay, so... long story short, and, you know, gather around kids, it's lore time. A few decades, maybe a decade or so, before the FSD was introduced, there was a program put in place by the... let's see, 1 second. I'll get to the lore here in a second. At least I can get everything besides my engineer mods back, so I'm okay with that. Might just grind back to my Anaconda, may even use my PC just to exploring the Xbox for other things. That's also not a bad idea. Beldraco, I was undocking and my internet burped, game crashed, I had to go start chili and mow the lawn, and get stuff, so I'm probably going back to a rebuy when I start the game. Probably not, actually. iMage, what game mechanic would be needed to be added to the game to make your task easier? You know, I'm not sure I know, iMage. There's... because there's enough clues in there, while at the same time being vague enough that it does turn into a combination of detective and, you know, detective, archaeologist, and a little bit of luck. Beldraco, do you think they wouldn't blow me up? I was undocked, getting ready to leave the station. In that case, what's going to happen, you're going to log back in, because I'm sure you exited out before the loitering timer expired. You're going to log back in, and your ship's going to be something like 5 to 10 kilometers outside of the station. Maybe a way to track the ship's radiation or other plutonium trail? Possibly. Excuse me. So, the Dynasty program. Before the development of the FSD, there was a project put in place by the club, and they are like... they make the Illuminati look like a bunch of rank amateurs. And they decided to go out and create 3 separate colony regions, like 10,000 light years away from the bubble. Oh, that was fixed? Okay, you spawned back on the pad. Alright. So they were creating trying to create colonizable worlds, fallback points, evacuation centers, at 3 areas around 10,000 light years from the bubble. In a region called the Formidine Rift, the Scutum Sagittarii Conflux, and Hawking's Gap. Roughly-ish equidistant, not exactly, but whatever, close enough for government work. So 3 ships, 3 megaships, went out and started surveying and seeding worlds, setting up little fast-acting terraforming projects, kind of automated terraformers, enough to make the worlds human habitable, if not exactly human comfortable. So all these ships went out did their job, and on the way back, certain members of the crew were mentally conditioned under certain, you know, when a certain trigger was reached or a certain point was reached or whatever, to go berserk and destroy the ships, sabotage the reactors, blow up the ordnance stores, whatever. Yeah, a fallback in case the Thargoids began to win. So you've got all these ships where a good number of the crew suddenly went nuts and started wrecking as much equipment as they could. Now out in the Formidine Rift, they found the ship. It's called the Zurara, a megaship, and the logs are pretty tough to read, basically. They, what'd they take? They destroyed the reactor. Not enough to destroy the ship, but enough to cripple them. And then all the people that did this sabotage took a drug called Regedit, which basically killed their memories, wiped out their brain, and then killed them. So nothing could be recovered. And it's looking like all of the other ships had similar fates. Well, if we found one out in the rift, then maybe there are some others out in the gap and the conflux. The only message, well, not only, but we've got a set of messages from the ship out in the conflux survey team, which said they were on their way back, 1,000 light years out, and they found a neutron star. Let me get the exact quote here. We figured it out. Gravity. We dropped out near a neutron star. We can't see it, but we can feel it. The ship is cooking around us. No way we can jump out before it gets us. We're being pulled in. Odds are, even as to whether the heat, gravity, or magnetism kills us first. We're jettisoning the logs. If anyone ever finds this, save yourselves. Beware the neutron star. So, that was Conflux Delta mission. Let's see here. Expedition log, January 10th, 3270. So, 30 years before they developed the frameshift drive. Beldraco, I know the devs put the Tesla in-game. Has anyone found it yet? Holy damn. I didn't know that. Beldraco, did the worlds ever get prepared? Yes. There are installations we found. There are abandoned installations. Just a little, you know, quick setup, you know, IKEA-level starbases. I mean, no major spaceports, no landing pads. But there's habdomes, you know, little habitat modules all linked together. Combination IKEA and Lincoln logs. So no, the worlds were prepared, and then the crew... it was all, you know, a case of no witnesses. That degraded emissions you missed could have been the logs. I know, Verid. It's making me... I don't want to go flying back there, though, and look, you know, fly another 300 and some. You know, go 100,000 light seconds in that direction again and hope I find something. Grr. Let's see here. Beldraco, why does everyone pick on IKEA so much? Is their stuff crap? No. It's passable. It's more that, you know, everything is flat packed. So, I mean, you can store a bedroom's worth of furniture in a, you know, in a fairly good-sized van. So I call it IKEA because, you know, you could store a base in a 30-ton cargo bay. You know, instant habitat, just add space. Leandra, this is why we need space legs. See what happened to those ships firsthand. Yeah, I know. Turlock, neutron stars are still scary. It's how I lost my second explorer. Yeah. Well, neutron stars are much less scary than those... Trying to keep things safe for work, so I can't exactly say what I mean, but... White dwarf stars. Add in your adjective of choice. Alright, Beldraco, BRB. Gotcha. Vera, they're crazy lunatics that just want to crush you. What, the white dwarfs? Yes. The neutron stars? Eh. Take it or leave it. I'll probably come back out this way over the weekend. Why? Because, yeah, I watch. It is actually what, it actually is what the missing piece there. Verid, I discovered when in deep space it's a bad idea to poke around in the module screen when you never really used it before. Accidentally shut off the thrusters, and fell out of supercruise, and my survey team was less than enthused at the hull damage. Well, your survey team can get out and walk the rest of their way. Excuse me. Radio, that's why I bring a repair limpet controller? Yeah. Yep, learned that one. Commander Niao, when she was part of Distant Worlds, had a bad deal. Came down too fast because, you know, the Turlock, just picturing 5 people in Remlock suits floating out with their thumbs out. We'll survey for lift. Yeah, good luck finding somebody else along that way. But no, Niao had she was out on the original Distant Worlds expedition, and she was flying her Asp Explorer, and heading for a planet to land on to just pick up a little bit of jumponium, whatever. And, excuse me. Starting to crack a little bit, need more hydration. Because the retro thrusters on the Asp Explorer are no better than bottle rockets or, you know, maybe Coca-Cola and Mentos. She just had a little too much speed, hit the surface, and blew out her canopy. That was a bad deal. That was 8,000 light years from the bubble. She had to start over on that trip. But she made it. She ran hard. She cannonballed actually, no, she cannonballed about 12,000 light years to get caught up with the rest of the group. And she made it all the way to Beagle Point and back, no further incident. Ashbest, what's jumponium? Jumponium! Give me a second here. Get this horn honked.
Piracy is rife here.
'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is rife here. 'Cause, you know, the, Piracy is Okay, Jumponium. If you go over into your inventory and you go over to Synthesis, FSD injection, carbon, vanadium, and germanium.
Sensors to long range.
Combine all these together, and you will get a 25% distance boost to your jump drive for the next jump. A standard boost will give you 50%, and a premium boost will give you 100%. You got a 60 light-year ship? Congratulations, you've now got a 120 light-year ship. HS, she could have cheesed her way to a fresh asp. She could have, but she didn't want to. She didn't want to do that. She wanted to do it by the, by the proper rules. She has more standards and scruples than I do. Radia? Oh yeah, it didn't... It was a blow to morale. Let's see here. I've been meaning to ask, what's the benefit to having your sensors zoomed all the way out? I've never used the sensor zoom. You know, to be honest, I usually just zoom in all the way too. Supposedly, or, maybe they changed stuff around, or, it was originally planned that, zoom out your sensors more and you'd be able to see more ships, but the way it kind of works in-game, that doesn't quite work. I mean, it's just, if something pops up on your scopes, you can target it, no matter what the zoom is. Ashbest, found an ammonia world. Congratulations. Let me know if there's any Thargoids around. Or let us all know, just, scream. Now, HS, there was, she had to go to work during the week of, that week of Distant Worlds. So what we did was, I just popped over into her seat, and I flew the ship for a, couple thousand light years to kind of help out. But given that she'd already covered that distance, I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve it. Thargoids are around ammonia worlds. Thargoids appear to have an ammonia-based biology. Varad found 2 this morning next to each other well outside the Goldilocks. Well, the Goldilocks for ammonia worlds is very different. In fact, I've got my, let's see here, where is it? Here we go. Elite Dangerous Market Connector has a plugin you can get if you use it. That let's see here, gives you the terraformable data. Yeah, iMage, that's 2 weeks now that they've been quiet. So if you have Elite Dangerous Market Connector, you can get a plugin for it that gives you the habitable zone of stars. Also gives you the distance, where metal-rich worlds will be found, Earth-likes, water worlds, ammonia, and terraformables. Gives you the range on it. Extraction site, Glidden, there we go. Turlock, my wife just made a point. Are AX weapons just bleach? Can we use bleach? No. No, that doesn't work. I mean, for ammonia-based, they're certainly not throwing Windex at us. It does something to my canopy, but it doesn't wash it. Ashbest found a water world too. Oh, grats. Well done, you're on a roll. I mean, you can... Ash, I'm mostly mocking, or, poking a little bit. You aren't going to probably get attacked by Thargoids out by wherever you are. I mean, you can scan the planet, and, if you see any non-human signal sources, that's when I'd be, a little nervous, but other than that. Oh, a 460,000 light second trip to it, though? That's less than optimal. Shooting 54 frag shots. How many guns do you have? Having another salvo ready after 2.5 seconds. It's kind of nice. Ah, be it ever so crumbled, there's no place like home. We really do need to talk to the cleaning staff here. Glidden is a little bit of a pit. Falcon to Lacey, Kilo, Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Requesting docking bay.
Request approved. Set down on landing pad 09er.
Copy 09er.
Scan detected.
Gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
500 meters from touchdown.
The thrusters on this thing are not the greatest, but they do the job.
Contact. Commence system shutdown.
Okay, so... Search and rescue agent, is that who's got the, no? Must just be commodity market. Marino, have you cleared your bounty yet? That'd be a good thing to check on now, wouldn't it? I don't believe I have. There we go, small survey data cache. Oh, that's an extra 9,200. But thank you, Marino. I should really do that. Well, here's 2 million credits in exploration data. I'll take that. What did I find at EUQ MFU B46A2? 180 grand? I must have found a... I have no idea what I found there. Let me write this down real quick. MF-U B46-O. All right. I did a lot more scanning than I thought I did. Turlock, gotta run, have fun. You too, have a good weekend. Ashbest, 12 jumps to Merope after the scan on Waterworld should take about 15-20 minutes. Sounds good. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Now, what in the hell did I find out there that was so impressive? High metal content. What, that's it? Wait a minute. Huh. How about that? Now I found one of those. It's landable, and it's a terraforming candidate. Screenshot.
Capturing image.
Well, that's just all kinds of strange now, isn't it? Okay, wanted in another jurisdiction, so I should probably do something about that. Alright, and I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna refill my water while my ship gets all set up here. Then we'll go and pay this off, and, yeah, we'll be good. So I'll be right back. Give me a couple minutes at most. And back. Took a little bit longer than I expected because I had to disentangle a mighty Hank from a mighty mess. Anyway, let's see here. Radia. Once found an Earth-like that wasn't explored about 100 light years away from Eagle's Landing. I was so damn happy I actually have the system written down. Its name is Bob. There are other planets named Bob, but this one is mine. Excellent! Leandra, Chief Sneezing Bull. Something like that. Okay, where do I want to go? I want to go to Thadidic. Lights on?
Lights on.
Alright, Alex, let's go and, go take care of business. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Detach confirmed. Drop
Delta, hey, how you doing? Not right now, no. I'm still doing the show.
all clear. Have a safe trip, Commander.
So we gotta get this taken care of over at Thadidic. Fortunately, there's an interstellar factors over at Wright Plant, so not a big problem. HS, you like the Type 10? There's a lot to like about it. Just a lot of ship. Oh dear. Well, guess who just had a total hard freeze here? Let's see, so... That is not the usual thing that happens. Rady, I've learned to fear the non-human signal sources. I went mat farming at a Thargoid base, decided to pick a bunch of meta-alloys, popped into a threat level 6, and got lit up by several scouts and a Cyclops. Yes, that's what happens. Hull tanking laser show now that it got the distributor upgrade. Nice. Well, Draco, wow, that took forever. Yeah, it did. That wasn't me exiting out via the menu. That was me having to actually go into the task manager and physically shut it down. So that's a first. Oh, you're talking about the Chile transfer. Well, that also took a while. Yes, it's true. I was told the scouts were only in threat level 8s. Oh yeah, they show up in multiple places now. They will show up in threat level 4s. A threat level 5 will be a Cyclops. A threat level 5 is usually a Cyclops. If it's threat level 6, it could be a Basilisk. Or it could be a Cyclops and a bunch of scouts. Let's see here. Bill Draco, I had to sit for like 2 minutes when I logged in earlier to get into the game. Yeah, they're still recovering a little bit from... I'm sorry, you what? Threat level 4 then is usually probe, sensor, and or those little marauder ships. Scudder 1, flying the dragon. Well... only if you catch me, buddy. Pretty sure he's actually got to get around the entire... Yeah, that gas giant is going to slow him the hell down here. Normal view?
As you wish.
If you swing left and right for a couple of seconds after the pirates say something, you lose him. Well, this guy's still clawing his way out of the gas giant, so... I don't have to lose him. He's just not going to show up. Unless he somehow cheats and drops down when I drop into the station. Well, technically he's not a pirate. He's a bounty hunter. Because oops. One accidental murder charge and they're all over you. Well, guess he's here.
Frameshift charge detected.
Guess he's gone. Alrighty then. That was nifty watching him jump in, but confusing as to why he didn't... Oh well. Gear down.
Down and locked.
There, now I'm all clean again. Should we get jump warnings before a ship jumps in? Nah. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Nah, I don't think we should get jump warnings before a ship comes in. I mean, we knew he was chasing me. And if you get interdicted, you know they're going to jump in. And if you're going to be at a station, it's going to be ringing in your ears all the time. Well, Draco had to mow the lawn earlier, and I'm tired now. I had to do it with a weed eater because my lawnmower is a POS. So, if you get hyperdicted by a Thargoid, will scouts appear now as well? Not sure. Haven't been hyperdicted since 3.0. Might be something to look into, though. Maybe a jump warning if it's a chance of collision? Not sure about that. Alright.
Piracy is rife here.
Yeah, piracy's rife everywhere. It's a hard place. Let's head to Bailey Base and see what we can pick up here. I'm pretty sure we're at war.
Long range.
Yep, the Air Entry Alliance is at war with Sangojan Fortune Services. You know, for trying to make the galaxy a better place, we really are a contentious bunch, aren't we? Oh yeah, this place is lawless. Kill everyone. No, 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 no. If we kill everyone, then we don't get to, you know... That hurts the economy in the long run. It hurts the economy in the short term. This hurts the economy, period. Augmented view.
Executing now.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
No, no, kill everyone, it'll feel better. If killing everyone makes you feel better, then... Yeah, if there's no one left, who will pay? Plus, I mean, you know, if there's no one left, then it gets kind of lonely. No, 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 we'll just do some old school warring. Not this newfangled Megadeth warring. Nah. Let's head here. Let's see what we got for missions. Request docking.
Request sent.
Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
Okay, let's see what we can do to make the universe a better place and make a whole lot of money doing it. Consi, just wondering, why do you do a voice command for docking requests, then do it yourself? I wasn't doing it myself, actually. That was... It's the way I've got my controls set up. I don't usually... I only have it set up to not look at my controls. It's automatically going through the menus. I could do it without. In fact, I probably should now that I'm on this new setup, but it's just old habits. So no, that's not actually... It's not me manually doing it. That is the computer doing it, just very slowly. I've got... For some reason, one of my docking commands is very slow, and my other one is very quick. So, Errantry Alliance. Silas, what do you got for me? Black Box Salvage. Assassinate pixel by pixel. Alright. We can do this. Anything else going on? You know, 2 million's pretty good. And it also gives me conductive polymers. Done and done. So yeah, if I only say, like, request docking, then it's really, really slow. But let me show you when I get taken off here. Gear up. Gear up.
Gear up.
Find me a parking spot.
Docking request code sent. Stand by.
You know, it also helps, though, if I actually have it properly configured. Find me a parking spot.
Affirmative. Stand by.
See, that's my fast docking macro. Cancel docking.
Cancel.
Yeah, that'll make a mess of stuff, HS. And no, really. Cancel. Anyway. Let's ride.
Preparing for jump.
It'd be really interesting if they added bribery into the game. No problem, Kanzi. It's something I need to go back through and, you know, poke around with.
Hyperspace, checking systems now. Complete. Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
Yeah, donate 1 million credits to the cause. That is
Exploration data
bribery.
saved.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, Pixel, where you at? Wow, iMage, you are just a regular ball of sunshine today, aren't you? Well, Draco, it looks like a frog, especially when it lands. Tell you what, some of the most lethal creatures on the planet are actually frogs. Check out some frog venom. I don't care if this thing's a frog or not, it is the most lethal frog that I've ever flown. This thing is a 60-second Corvette crusher. I took on a mission to take out a federal Corvette. Well, take out a pirate. Showed up in a deadly federal Corvette. And literally got taken out from shields to payoff in 59 seconds. We'll see if I'm as lucky today. We will see if I am as lucky today. Interdictor module is set, not that I'm going to need it. And now the waiting game. At least we can get a scan off of this guy and maybe get some more data. Nope. Maybe this one. Nuh-uh.
Mission objective detected.
Here we go. Mission target. We're at level 4. Balance.
Equalizing power. Commander, what are your orders?
Federal Corvette, deadly.
a distress signal.
Retract hardpoints.
Incoming.
Stowing weapons.
Deploy cargo scoop.
Deploying cargo scoop.
Let's see what goodies he left for me. Proprietary composites. Don't mind if I do.
Picking up a distress signal.
Trademarked composites, pretty much. So yeah. Krislaya, I exist. Excellent. Refined focus crystals, chemical manipulators. You know what? Take some more of these too. Galvanizing alloys? Oh, why not? Oh. Hi there. What are you? Focus crystals. Ah, why not?
Picking up a distress signal.
There should be a rescue ship comes along shortly. Refined focus crystals? Don't mind if I do. You think I'll be the reason the chieftain gets nerfed? You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I saw that same article about the nanowire fusion research. It looked really interesting, iMage. Why not? There's a wing of ships who are busted and out of fuel, and you just decide to rob them? I didn't rob anything, I rescued them. Retract scoop.
Retracting cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Capture replay.
Analyzing telemetry.
Yeah, what happened was there was a deadly federal corvette that jumped in and started attacking these guys. Well, he went bye-bye and I just took my cut, you know, after I took the payoff. And after I'm getting paid for the mission, I'm just scavenging a little
Picking up
bit.
a distress signal.
The scavengers.
Piracy is rife here.
Good. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking salvage.
Increasing sensors to maximum range.
Degraded emissions. Threat level 3. What in the hell is this? Has my curiosity. Budman 07. Pull up a seat. And actually, this is not an optimized build. I can seriously improve the build on this ship. Deploy hardpoints.
Awaiting. Weapons hot.
Deploy cargo scoop.
Deploying the cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Don't bother answering, Moo. I likely won't hear it. Oh, that's too bad. You know, there is a ton of painite here. We'll, grab that. You know, just to, reasons. You guys can keep the, algae. My gift to you. What are conductive components used for? They are used in engineering for various things. Same with mechanical scrap. Retract hardpoints.
Retracting all weapons.
Retract scoop.
Retracting cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Nothing specific then, like chemical manipulators. No, they're used just for smaller, just for smaller stuff. It's less impressive stuff, but it can still be used for lesser, you know, what do I want to say? Lesser recipes and blueprints. Merwaz, how long? How you been going? How long have I been going? Oh, not too long. Just been going a couple hours. Yeah, started at noon, and it's, 2 minutes from 2 right now. Some engineered beam lasers needed? Alright. Merwaz, best elite day ever since I started playing 3+ years ago. Do tell! What's going on here? Beldraco, if you go to Inara, you can, if you make an account with Inara and then tie it into, like, Elite Dangerous Market Connector, it will automatically catalog all of your materials, and then you can create a list of what engineering you want, and it will tell you what materials you have, and what materials you still need. Merwaz went out 5,200 light years, came back for Palin, found one water world, terraformable first discovery. Very nice. Very nice. And 2 ranks in exploration. Even nicer. All this in one single run. 8.6 million in credits for the data. Spectacular. Yeah, a couple million space bucks, exactly. I'm not using any more third-party programs, messes up my game, had to get rid of Captain's Log and the other programs. Oh, that's interesting. No, honestly, Market Connector is pretty low impact. It's causing major lag in my game. That's too bad. I mean, yeah, I don't use Captain's Log and stuff like that because it is a little too intensive for, you know, me trying to stream and encode at the same time. But, no, EDMC is pretty low impact. Gear down.
Down and locked.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that only cost me $2 grand in ammo. And I got paid to the tune of, well, it's going to be just under $1 million, but I'm also going to get a bunch of grade 4 stuff. Let's see here, Eskunza, was it voice command? Yeah, there was some voice command in there. Conductive polymers, yes please. Murwaz. Question, people love the bi-weaves and I get why, but does the increased refresh help while it's being bombarded too? Or just when it comes down? It helps on the recharge, and when it's, you know, when the shields haven't been broken yet, they recharge faster, but also they come back up faster after they've been broken. So it's a twofer. Security firmware patch, I'll take that. Modified embedded firmware. I'll take that. Now, this could be very stupid, but... yeah. They don't recharge while taking fire. I don't know that any shields do. Well, that's an extra 90 grand on top. Alright, so I just took a wing assassination mission. Let's see, third time lucky maybe? Let's find out. Okay, so Nick Albright in the Hemez system. That's where we're going here. Gear up.
Retracting landing modules.
So once again, wing assassination mission. And let's see here. Nope, no wing. So again, probably one of the dumber things I could do. Delta Fire Dragon, second time a charm. Oh, I already took out a second one. That was a couple days ago. No, this will be my third attempt. This will be my attempt at the three-peat.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, Nick, where you at? 3E, same place as before. Budman, I really need to move to someplace with better internet. 12 seconds of stream and 30 seconds of buffer hurts. I thought I had transcoding options up. I really thought I did. No. The only video quality, because I am an affiliate and not a partner, I don't get the transcoding options. The only thing it is showing me is source. shields.
Diverting power to requested systems.
Actually, scratch that. Set 1-3.
Powering shields.
We're going to need these guns to be a little bit more powered. Because the last time I took this wing out, or took on a wing mission, I had 1 pip to weapons and engines, and it still drained my weapon capacitor. These things hurt. But that comes with a price. Yeah, Waratah, it's more a case of Budman's internet connection, and I was hoping, you know, that I'd have some transcoding options. You know, some options for him so it'd be a little less painful, but... yeah, it's his 1.5 DSL. Is no bueno. Beldraco, you make combat look so easy, and it's not. Let's see here. GTX 1080, would it be able to do 4K or VR? Because I'd love to do both. Yes. My 1070 will do VR. And 4K, actually. But yeah, 1080... a 1080 should get you quite a few nice things. I just don't run a VR stream because, well, one... my head is actually not on straight.
Mission objective detected.
And I still don't have the interaction stuff set up. Here we go, mission target. We're at level 5. I must be stupid for doing this. Let's not get a murder charge this time. Deploy hard points.
Awaiting orders. Deploying and readying weapons.
Target is a Conda? A dangerous Conda?
Picking up a distress signal.
Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat. Taking damage. Warning. Temperature critical. Warning.
Warner.
Taking internal damage. Canopy compromised.
That's alright.
Pressure alert. Module malfunction.
That's less alright.
Atmospheric failure. Module malfunction.
Come on.
Cabin pressure alert. Under attack. Hull integrity.
Oh, that's no good.
Module malfunction. Power plant capacity exceeded. Warning. Temperature critical. Gas
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It would have been better if I, yeah. Yep, rip. Yeah, the Conda, oh. I had the shots lined up on him. I was taking out his shield regen with my, you know, with my feedback cascade. But then his buddies took out my engines. My engine nacelles, I lost my thruster control, and then I just couldn't... Ah, well. Still, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That, and I'm still being paid to do a job, so, let's go do the job. Gear up.
Retracting landing gear.
Leandra, what's your shield setup? My shield setup is... One second here, let me get properly set up. I'm running Class 6 biweaves with thermal thermal resistance and the fast regen. And then I'm running quadruple A-class shield boosters with the, let's see here, 2 resistance augment, 1 thermal, and 1 heavy duty. Ashbest, gotta go. Alright, take care. And Beldraco, yeah, he's gonna be all repaired and fresh. I was just a little incredulous, to be honest. You know, holy crap, that's an anaconda. That, you know... I can take out deadly clippers, I can take out elite cutters, and yet, one dangerous conda and his buddies suddenly just turned me into chaff. And Beldraco, I am also running military-grade armor. Yeah, take on the wing? Yeah. Well, I've done it both ways, and I had success against the cutter with the, by just soloing him, or taking him out, focusing him down. Anyway, I'm also running military-grade armor. I may have to remove the lightweight mod on it, to be honest. And I'm running double hull reinforcement and 1 module reinforcement. Honestly, I was astonished. Yeah, it's... And I think I've probably got to remove some of the lightweight off of the armor because that may be hurting me a bit. I may just need raw, straight-up plating on the thing. Yeah, it reduces... If you lightweight it, it removes some of the hull points. Radio, when you're finished, I posted a link, build I'm doing for my PC. Would you mind checking it out? No, I can check that out. Yeah, no problem. I've been running double chaff on everything because of chaff refill being so cheap. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, but I like the shield boosters better for myself, but this thing should... I mean, you saw the shields. I mean, the shields on a chieftain are not the greatest ones in the world. This thing is designed to be a hull tank. But, I mean, those shields held up pretty well given the punishment they were taking. Balance.
Tower balanced.
You know, I don't think well, we'll see. Take 2. Deploy hard points.
Awaiting further instructions.
Distant defense forces there. Deploy hard points.
Weapons online. Picking up a distress signal.
Under attack. Warning, shield breach attack. Taking damage.
Set 2-1.
Transferring power to engines.
Interesting. Some kind of sensor scramble attack. That's right, guys. Come on around. Here's my shield regen rate. Pretty quick. Where you at, guys? There you are.
Under attack.
Shields.
Transferring power to systems.
Yeah, this one is a little different build than I'm... You guys are hitting a little differently than I'm used to.
Warning, corrosion. Damage resistance weakened.
Oh, man.
Overreach attack. Taking internal damage.
Yeah, we aren't going to get this one. They're too well engineered. Set 2-1.
Power to engines.
Go Gadget GTFO. Delancey, good evening. What experimental defense effects do you have in this setup? I've got... Let me get back to a... I've got to work on it a little bit, but I am running... Back here to the station.
Mission objective detected.
In the big frag cannons, I am running drag rounds and dazzle rounds. In the small frag cannons, I'm running thermal rounds and corrosive rounds. I'm running one small rail gun with a feedback cascade, and I am running a plasma accelerator with target lock breaker. All the frag cannons are set up as double shot, grade 5. The railgun is grade 1 short range blaster, and the plasma is grade 5 efficient. So yeah, this particular pirate, it's too many ships for me. Or too many, well, he's got what? A couple of Fer-de-Lances in there, and he's tanking me well. I'll have to trade up or switch up my build. I've got an idea on that. Because I could change the drag rounds to screening shells, and then I would have a, if I change it to screening shell on one of those class 3s, I basically have an auto shotgun. What kind of hull reinforcement module? I've got 2 4G hull reinforcements and 1 4G module. Yeah, it's a complex build, but it's served me well. I mean, other than this particular one. I mean, let's go after a non-wing pirate and see what happens. Let me just get to, you know, kind of patched up here. Because I admit, I was pushing my luck trying to take out a 3rd wing mission solo. That was just me trying to show off and be a little arrogant. Well, it bit me. So, we'll actually go for one of the intended missions. Really surprised that Conda out-rotated me? Well, with these wing missions, all of those ships are engineered. And yeah, he didn't... well, yeah, I'm actually surprised he out-rotated me too, given that I hit him with drag rounds, but... It wasn't so much that he out-rotated me, I think I was being hit with drag rounds too, come to think of it. I mean, I'll have to go back and check the replay. Lakon, Kilo, Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Initializing landing procedures.
Alicors, I have returned from my endeavors. Excellent. What have you endeavored? Can't have it all your way? Sure I can. I just haven't found the way yet. Gear down?
Gear down.
Maybe they dusted off the old plasma multi-cannons from back in the day? Whatever that blue laser was, that large, I think it was mounted on the huge hardpoint, whatever that was definitely hurting me. They had something punching through my shields too. So it's interesting. Ah, can't fix up here. That's alright. I'll just head to the next system to fix up. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Ah, Lehigh. Alright. Oh, I endeavored that endeavoring is hard, so I turned around and came home. Logic. You has it. Lights on?
Lights on.
Gear up?
Landing gear raised.
Alright, so they hit me with a phaser. Alright, phasing sequence. Yeah, it goes through shields, so... In that case, I wasn't quite prepared for it. Simple as that. Or you bought the blue lasers. True. Terminus. Howdy. So yeah, if I go and I remove the lightweight mod on the armor, then I lose a little bit of top speed, and I lose a little bit of jump range. But, what am I running here for jump range at the moment? I'm running 27 and change. I can probably live with losing a little bit of jump range for a little bit more survivability.
Warning, temperature critical.
I know. I've seen an engineered pirate, and their lasers are just a rainbow of effects. Almost a painbow. A new spectrum of pain. If you see yellow lasers that look like a Vangelis concert, that's inertial impact. Oh, right, those are the lasers that are more like particle weapons. They do energy and physical damage. And we'll at least get the scan here to see what our next target is.
Incoming mission critical message.
Pirate Lord Alex Garcia. Find me a parking spot.
Sending docking request.
Access granted. Proceed to Bay 20.
Copy 20. You're down.
The gear is down and locked.
Running rapid fire with the screening shell? Yeah, I'm going to be running double shot screening shell. Double barreled auto shotgun. Please check your speed on approach. It appears to be 372. Checked. This thing is just so damn maneuverable. Gear up.
Ship uncoupled. Exit
Gear up.
station quickly and
Gear up.
Where am I going here? No, 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 son of a... Okay, so what's everybody doing for the weekend? What are your plans? Because, we aren't going anywhere for a while. Or, technically, we're going 332,000 light seconds. Yeah, bit of a trip. So, let's talk weekend plans. Oh, I'll find that ship I was looking for. He's definitely around here. Around BCD2A. Now for here, I've got plans. I'm getting Hankbot set up, or the mighty Hankbot. He will be another chatbot, either moderator or just, you know, fun voice clips, things like that. Did you drop the Conda mission that was destroying you? No. I'll maybe hit it again later. I mean, I've got a little bit of time on it. Yeah, I've got a day. But also, I'm wondering about what to do or how to move forward with the channel, with things like that. I'm trying to figure out, because I like throwing stuff up on YouTube, but I've had a few requests to cut things down. Well, I'd still like to get paid on YouTube videos, but it seems kind of wrong to take a 3-hour video, split it up into 15-minute chunks, and try to monetize each chunk. That just seems rather rude, rather, you know, blatant cash grab. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, there's people that, you know, say, you know, 3-hour, 4-hour video, whatever, too long. I can see that as a valid point, too. So, what do I do with that? Please don't break up your vids. Alright, well, there's a vote for that. So I was wondering... Got that glorious realization clipped. So I was wondering, you know, do I do something like, you know, Tygon Star, I think the highlights are good. I don't sit around and watch 1-hour YouTube videos. Yeah, stuff like that too. I need to maybe work on highlights a little bit better. You know, or do I do like Jingles did? I mean, he had a good idea going, where, of course, he's also got so many followers that this works better for him, that he set up a Patreon. And just, you know, no special effects, no nothing major, just $1 Patreon, you know, and he demonetized all of his YouTube videos. Merwaz, was it you said Thargoids were in the area on the other side of Sag A? No, not that I know of. I know there's some restricted areas out there that could be possibly Thargoid territory. I'm not sure. Let's see here. I only stream audio as I'm at work, and the video lets me catch it. Let's see here. Some guy found a system with, or several with Thargoids. Can't remember who said it. Interesting. So no, I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'd like to demonetize the YouTube videos because, honestly, the adpocalypse has been hard. So what do I do with that? Questions. Not sure I have an answer. I'm just kind of throwing stuff around. I mean, I kind of like the idea of just the, you know, the $1 Patreon. No pressure or anything. Just, you know. And it's you know, 1/5 the price of a Twitch sub. Things to consider. I mean, I'm trying not to make a blatant cash grab, but, you know, I would like to turn this into a career, and to do that, I need to, you know, it'd be nice to have a little bit more of a even supplementary income stream to it. Anyway, the blank spot on the other side of Sag A is the dev's playground. Yeah, it's like Area 51, a mirror of the bubble. Watching video live in a tow truck is a bad idea. You are not wrong, Farragut. That's very true. Yeah, it can take a long time to build up a following, especially if you play niche games. It's true. It's true. Alicor's $1 Patreon. In the nicest way, do we have the following? That's a very good question. I'm not sure I have the answer to that. I mean, things will probably kick in a little bit more when, you know, when doing something like, you know, Battletech. When Battletech drops, oh, I'm going to be playing the hell out of that. And doing a lot of videos like, you know, mech spotlights. You know, spotlight on the Atlas, spotlight on the Commando. The Com 2D Commando is a appalling pile of junk with armor built out of compressed dynamite, and I have no idea where they find enough suicidal pilots to actually drive the thing. But I do realize, Tygon Star, that, you know, Elite is pretty niche. It's just that I'm kind of wondering, I mean, I know there's more stuff to do. You know, more of the straw poll, that's what we need. I'll see about rigging one of those up. Because I'm not good enough at setting up the polls on the fly, even if I am flying a 250,000 light seconds. Alicors, sure, go right ahead. I mean, no promises that I'm gonna, you know... I'm still thinking over options and kind of wondering, you know, what can we do with this? So, you want to drive a... yeah, pretty much. You know, there were people suggesting on YouTube that I do something about, you know, so you want to do Guardian sites. And I'm almost hesitant to because I don't know them well enough yet. And there are other streamers out there, you know, other YouTube content makers that do it so much better with those Guardian site videos. Obsidian Ant. I think Chaos Wolf did something on it. You know, those guys already have it nailed down. Alicors, do we have any options? I don't even know if we have options. I'll talk it over with you after the show. This is just me kind of throwing out the most random of stuff at the moment. I do wish, though, that YouTube or Twitch export gave some kind of option for more than 15 minutes. Like, give me a 30-minute or something. Platter and Oxy did it. Thank you, Budman. Yeah, stock Sidey can't go to Beagle Point, no. $150,000 light seconds. Hey, we're almost there. We're at the 50% mark. The way I see it, just throw stuff on the wall and see what sticks. Yeah. Maybe I just need a Hank cam. I know I need more. I know I need emotes. But this is all future stuff. I'm just kind of like you said, I'm spitballing stuff because I don't want to make any changes or do anything drastic until after the eye surgery. Aaron A. Burton, I've seen shows like Critical Role able to take a 4-hour plus live stream and upload it. Yeah. Yeah, some people can get away with it. I don't know if I can with Elite. I mean, the 3-hour stuff is... I've got views on it. I seem to be getting, getting hits on it, but... is there a better way? That's the question. Or I could try to split up the... I could try to do 2 exports of my videos. One of them on the 15-minute split for people that just like going through, piece by piece. And then the whole raw, raw data on it. A cat cam on the interwebs. Always a good thing that everyone likes. That's true. A sleepy Yuki cam. Yeah, abridged versions. Well, that'd be doable. I mean, I would have to... Right now, just for the past couple of weeks, I've had to go down to three times a week streams just to handle some real world stuff. But I'd have to, to get the words, looking for them. In order to get things abridged and cut down and take care of real world stuff, I might have to permanently go to the 3 times a week. At least for now. And I don't know how you guys, my regulars and my subscribers, how you feel about that. I mean, would it bother if I went down to 3 times a week and then tried to do more abridged stuff? Put up on YouTube? Because hire someone to edit your videos. That'd be nice. Unfortunately, I need to make money to hire somebody. You can download the video and edit it if you have an editor. I do, yeah. Edit out the boring crap. Oh, editing. Yeah, I don't have a physical editor. I just have the program. I'd have to do all the editing myself. Tygon Star Bridge? Bridge what? Oh, a bridge. Yeah. Like, just cut out, like... Yeah, let's turn this into a DBZ Abridged, the Spaceship Edition. Alicours, you like the both option. Must admit. Since you found the stream, let's YouTube, yeah. Yeah, I've got an editing program, I just don't have a person to run the editing program other than me. So to do that, I'd have to cut down on the streaming schedule. You should link to your YouTube channel with your Twitch info. I thought I did. All of my videos have my Twitch info down in the, down in the link. Terminus, don't worry about doing something someone else has done already. It's your original approach that counts. Well, thank you. That's true. Some of the funniest stuff is when we're simply cruising along. That's also true. So, yeah, I would basically have to go through my streams again. Ah, Tygon Star, I see About Me and Digital Tip Jar. Well, that needs a little bit of work. Put Hank on the controls. No. Hank, no. Hank, yes. Alright, well, obviously something went borked on my YouTube page then. One of a... Honestly, I think it's harder for people who do Twitch to get into YouTube and vice versa. Each platform has somewhat of its own audience that doesn't always translate across. That's true. Yeah, and maybe I'm being greedy for wanting my cake and eating it too. Or having my cake and eating it too, but that's what you do with cake. For majority of people, Twitch is just a hobby. Yeah. I want to make it more than a hobby. I really do want to turn it into a profession. But I'm gonna need training and a lot of editing, too. HS, done with my Chieftain Shields. 497 megajoules. 65.9 kinetic, 31.4. Let's see what I got here on mine. Let's see the shield stats just out of crazy curiosity. Shield health 495, kinetic 44, thermal 60, explosive 61. Armor health 1593, armor rating 65. Not much explosive resistance, need to work on that. Radio, what's the program you use for streaming? I use Streamlabs OBS. Which is good because it's also got a good built-in recording system to it too, so I can do high-quality recordings for YouTube, or, you know, downscale it to Twitch for, you know, better bandwidth. Yeah, I finally got Streamlabs OBS to work, which, you know, is a nice blessing. But anyway, game face on, we are here now. Yeah, all the massive damage comes from kinetic and explosive. Need to work on that. But that's what the weekend is for. And yeah, I'm exclusively elite right now, and that I really do want to change it up. It's just that there's only a small number of games that I really feel comfortable or proficient enough at to feel like I'd be entertaining. You know, unless we do, like, you know, more Long War, where it's just, you know, it's like streaming Dwarf Fort. Losing is fun.
Mission objective detected.
Here we go, threat level 4. Balance.
Redistributing power.
Alright, fully reloaded.
Commander, what
Deploy hard points.
Deploying armament.
Okay, deadly Corvette. You know what? I don't like you much.
Picking up a distress signal.
Come on, reload.
Incoming mission message.
Retract hard points.
Retracting armaments.
Deploy cargo scoop.
Deploying cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Picking up a distress signal.
Yeah, started full-time June 7th, 2014. Now he has 45k followers. You see how long it takes to grow. It's true, yeah. So maybe I'm just being impatient. which is certainly a possibility.
Picking up a distress signal.
Thermic alloys. Yes, please, and thank you.
Welcome to the stream.
One second there. Double X2 156. Thank you so much for your Prime sub.
Picking up a distress signal.
Alright. There we go. Focus crystals. Regular focus crystals, but that's alright. Tygon Star. Yeah, it's unwise to have random streaming times. I need to... I need to be consistent. That's going to be the important part. I mean, so I think just in terms of... Alicores, I think that's what we're going to need for the straw poll. Whether I should go, whether I should go 4 days a week, or whether Monday, Wednesday, Friday is alright with people. Whoops. That'll buff out.
Picking up a distress signal.
Would you stop distress signaling? Can't please everyone, works best to be yourself. These are wise words. Yeah, at least I've been able to stay consistent on the time that I stream. I just haven't been consistent on the days. And until I can... I'm gonna have to start smaller, I think. I started a little too ambitious. And I need to go... Damn, these things are really... There we go. Retract cargo scoop. Retract scoop.
Retracting cargo scoop.
There we go. So yeah, I think...
Picking up a distress signal.
Would you please stop bitching? Yes, yes, you've taken damage. Let's see here. Aaron A. Burton, if I can be honest, the biggest appeal for watching you live is because you read and react to the chat. If you were to get a large following, that would no longer be possible, thus losing the appeal. Well, that too is a issue, isn't it? Need a Moobot. No, we need to make some kind of
up a distress signal.
some kind of interactive moo. Mecha moo. Ooh, that could be another name for that. Could be another bot. Mecha moo. Anyway, in the meantime, seriously, there should be a rescue ship that shows up. I've seen them happen before. Deploy the Moobot! Yeah, something like that.
Picking up a distress signal.
No, I get what you mean about interaction and just talking to folks. Think of rebasing to your neck of the woods. Maybe if we get enough people working out there, they can fix the lights and give the station a paint job. I would love that, Verad. We need to, yeah, maybe we can, up the salary for the crew.
Piracy is rife here.
Get the cleaning staff a raise they so richly deserve. I mean, to be fair, Glidden Enterprise was, what? It was a pirate base, it was a base for the autocracy, it was a base for Purple Power Solutions.
Long range.
The thing had higher turnover than... well... it had some pretty high turnover. And yeah, Tygon Star, he's from Latvia. Which, I mean, you know, must be hard living under the thumb of Dr. Doom like that. Nobody flame me, yes, I'm being a smartass. But no, that's the core of it, really. You know, I want to build the channel, but I want to build it gradually and, you know, in a way that I can still interact with for quite a long time. Well, gotta go grab a car that hit a deer. Oh, that's no good for anybody. Take care, Varad. No, I want to build things in a gradual, kind of natural, you know, non-pressury, non-kind of stuff, non-kind of, I don't know what I'm looking for. I want it to go well, and I want to still interact with folks. Kobo, hello! It's annoying, I didn't get any notification you were live. I need to put up a better schedule or something. I've got the countdown timer on my stream page. Obviously, I need to do more. And I need to stop flying past stations. But no, it is a case of... you know, I want quality interaction with folks. At the same time, if I grow things too much, then that quite possibly goes out the window, and I'm not sure I want that. A dilemma. Notifications are still on? Yeah, it's the Twitch app. It's user-friendly, it's just very specific about who it makes friends with. Well, Draco, I could never stream, I'd never talk because I'd be concentrating on the game. Have you seen me stream? I can barely talk. Aaron Burton, wife's ready to go to the store. Talk to you later. Have a good evening, have a good weekend, and hope to see you again soon. Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Okay, refueled. Restocked. Didn't need any repairing. Let's get the... oh, right. No repairing. Merwaz, I talk enough for 200 people. I overload poor streamers every day. Really? It doesn't seem like you've been very overloady of me. What's going on with that, huh? Let's see here. Don't need to pay the Universal Cartographics anymore. Alright, we're gonna pop into the hangar here. Oh yeah, and we should probably see about getting paid for this last mission. So out of crazy curiosity. Okay, mission complete. Security firmware patch. Excellent. Now for you. The Reverend Mig. But that's, well, that's not wing. It's a Hemez as well. Oh. Well, this will be all kinds of fun. Okay, so now that we're down here in the bay, let's check out the armor here. Yeah, the explosive resistance here. Alicors, thank you for the 100 bits. Have some bits because, yes. Bill Draco, I really cuss when I get interdicted. Wouldn't be good for the streaming. There's a lot of streamers that do, you know, turn the air blue, and that's fine. I got no problem with that. I'm just trying to make things slightly, you know, safer for work if people are watching while they're working. So the lightweight armor mod. Unmodified. So actually, I'm getting better resistances. I'm just losing a little bit of hull. Tricky, that. Let's take a look at the optionals. The hull reinforcement. So I'm getting a hull boost. Well, 14.4. But I'm losing 12% on the reinforcement. The hull boost is unmodified as 0, current is 14%. What does that even mean? What is the hull boost versus the hull reinforcement? You'd think I'd know these things, but no. Well, Draco, I like your channel. Well, thank you. Sorry about that. I actually did get focused on this and didn't notice that in the chat. Moo, you okay with me posting the poll in the Discord? No, go right ahead, Alicors. Do it. No, I don't mind. I am okay with it. So, go right ahead. Let's see, I have to admit I rather like your clean slate videos. Maybe think about something like that as a more segmented, shorter series of videos. To show newer players it isn't as hard as they might think. Well, that's not a bad idea at all. Oh yes, Alicors, go ahead and post it there. Okay, one more time on one of these pirates, because we're going to run into one of them. Because now we got 2 pirates in the system to take out. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
So let's try to not run into the wing pirate. Because this ship is not equipped for it unless I do some major modification. Because it's the explosive rounds that are wrecking my modules, especially my thrusters, which I kind of need. Your playstyle of just playing the game and making money is one that I think is lost on a lot of people coming from the consoles, especially in the current climate. And something people could benefit from seeing. Possibly. I don't know how much of a benefit I am, but thank you for that. Okay, Reverend Mig. Where are you? 3E, I hope you're not... Okay, he's at 3. We can work with this. Now, also, they say that this pirate here, Nick Albright... Oh, it just says search signal sources. Damn. Sometimes you can go and chase him down. Finally got to watch a streamer mine and learn tons. Yeah, mining isn't one of those activities that you usually do a lot of on stream just because it, you know, it is like fishing. Some people love it and some people hate it. Every time I'm mining, I feel like, you know, I'm just making people's eyes glaze over. Now, maybe I'm wrong on that, but... Excuse me. Anyway. Let's go take a crack at Reverend Mig. Then I've got a couple of ideas in these frag cannons for later, but we'll do that over the weekend. Del Draco, mining is every bit as dangerous as combat with the way those asteroids spin and they get pirates come in and try to rob you or gank you. Well, that last part, that's easy enough to avoid. Because if you go into a non-resource site, I mean, if you just pick a spot like right here in the rings and drop down, you get all the mining with maybe one or two pirates that show up early on and then they fly off and nobody ever bothers you again. Oh, okay, you don't mind resource sites? Alright. Because the pirates are just everywhere in... Yeah, everywhere in the resource sites, and that can be good or bad, depending. Depending on how bounty hunting oriented your, wing is. Integrated emissions? Nah.
Mission objective detected.
There we go. Threat level 4, here we go.
Commander, what are your orders?
Hi. Nope.
Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat. Under attack.
Picking up a distress signal.
Incoming mission critical message.
Retract hardpoints.
Retracting weapons.
Deploy cargo scoop.
The cargo scoop readying.
Scoop deployed.
Nope drive next to the get out of here button, right? Yeah, it's right there with it. High density composites, refined crystal base alloys. Yeah. It's all good stuff.
Picking up a distress signal.
No, Vox, that wasn't the wing target. The wing target has temporarily defeated me. The mighty shield Conda has kicked my ass.
Picking up a distress signal.
And more materials, because more materials are always good. There we go.
Picking up a distress signal.
You can configure Nightbot to send an everyone message on Discord when you go live, that way we know and such. Oh, I really should do that. I'm still thinking very small in a lot of ways. I didn't want to spam the channel, you know, especially when, you know, when I've been having so much difficulty when something goes wrong, and then I gotta end the stream real quick and restart it, and then honestly, I thought I was going to be a nuisance by doing that. I'm not very good at this self-promotion thing. I'm actually very bad at this. One notification per day wouldn't be bad. Yeah, you're right. I could manually do that. Just, you know, that's not a bad idea. Retract scoop.
Retracting cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Yeah, I'm not going to spam the channel, and I certainly don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to be like really. I don't want to be annoying. I want to be, you know, be the guy who streams the spaceship stuff. Well, to be frank, we're in the Discord to talk about Errantry Alliance stuff. That's true. But, you know, sometimes the Moo Show is separate from that. Taking heavy damage in pirate attack, please help. Oh, come on. You've got two ships right here. Yep, you got two Sidewinders right here. Outfit these guys with repair limpets or fuel limpets and be on your way. You know what? If I start a shipping service, that's exactly what I'm going to do. The escort ships are going to have fuel and repair limpets.
Picking up a distress signal.
Anyway. On the terrible fate of Lumpkin, I think we're going to end it for the day. Thank you all so much for coming out. It's always a pleasure to talk to people. It's always a pleasure to meet new people. And it really is nice to talk about this and just bounce stuff off you guys. I'm maybe not the, I am maybe not the best streamer, but I'm trying. And I'd really like to improve here and keep the interaction going. In the meantime, I'm Mr. Moo. You've all been great. Thank you so much. I'll be back Monday, usual time, at usual place, which would be,
Picking up a distress signal.
Not then. Which would be noon, Pacific. That's GMT minus 7 now, so 7 p.m.? 7 p.m. GMT. Until then, fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, fly an escort and just provide fuel for these poor souls here. Take care, everybody. See you again on Monday. Have a good weekend.
Picking up a distress signal.
Have a good day. Have a good evening. Just have a good. Take care, everybody.